fuel.
We need like some spinach, some raw meat.
Yeah, I need fuel.
Preferably
grass-fed.
Yeah.
So just clap.
Alrighty. Welcome back to Son of a Boy Dad Podcast.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Trying to get
joined
back.
today by Matt McCusker.
Probably
Thank you,
one of our best performing episodes, I'd
Dude,
say.
Yeah.
that pumps me up.
Top dog.
That pumps me
Yeah.
up. That's
Last
awesome.
time you were on it, I called you Matt McCusker, and people were not happy about that.
Dude, it happens to me all the time.
Yeah?
It's happened to me my whole life.
That people call you Matt McCusker?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad.
I think it's fine. It's like,
Yeah.
because I can't be all, I mispronounce people's names all the time.
Yeah,
They're
me
like,
too.
actually, it's like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
It's not even a real thing. Someone just made that shit up for you.
You're not going to get caught up in that bullshit.
No.
You're about to be out of here. You're about to be, you're moving.
Texas bound, yeah.
Yeah.
We're moving in like 2 weeks.
Are you pumped?
I'm really pumped. Stuff doesn't affect me until the last possible minute. Like my wife's been like, we're getting really nervous. And I'm like, why? We're just moving our stuff from here to there. And now like it's coming up. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. This is crazy, dude. We're going to have to move all our fucking shit. It happens to me every single time I do anything.
Yeah.
Like, are you getting excited? I'm like, nah, I don't feel anything about it. And then like, as soon as I see it on my calendar, I'm like, oh, that's less than a week away. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that is a lot. Especially you got to move a whole family.
Yeah, move the fam. Well,
That's stressful.
My kids are so young, though. It's like
They won't remember.
They have no idea
No.
about anything.
They won't even remember what
my 3-year-old
Philly
is like, I'm moving to Texas. She has no idea how
Yeah.
far.
They're probably going to have like Southern accents when they grow up.
That would be tight.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty tight. A little twang.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Pretty
Stoked
cool.
that a Delco Texas mix would be an elite mixture. Has anyone done that? That'd be like a black guy with a Japanese accent or something like that.
Yeah,
Just like
that's
a
powerful. as
different
hell.
mixture. Like,
My uncle moved down there in like the 90s, and maybe he has it. I'd have to pay more attention to it.
yeah.
He might have the Texas Delco twang. But
That would be awesome.
I think he shed a lot of his Delco accent.
Yeah, if you come back with it, that might show a weakness in you.
The Texas?
If you come back with a full-on new
Dude,
accent.
Are you going
I
to lean
know-
into it? Are you going to lean into Texas?
Like, I mean, like the
Like start
culture?
carrying like a 44 on your hip?
Dude, I
cowboy hat?
can't. I would like to carry. I just started watching Yellowstone, so obviously the answer is yes. But dude, I carried a gun out of a shooting range and just dropped. I forgot I had a gun on me. I dropped it. Like I can't. I don't think I should carry them. I love the idea of being strapped
Yeah.
up, but I don't pay attention to anything enough.
It's not an absent-minded man's weapon.
It's not, dude. I'm more.
No.
It's not a philosopher's thing to carry around.
Yeah, you don't want to be dropping guns. It's never a good thing
And
to
it was
do.
with my wife.
Yeah.
Who was a cop. So the whole time I was fighting her, like, I know how to do this. Get off me. She was like putting my elbows in. I'm like, stop.
Like a T-ball coach.
Dude, it was full T-ball coach. She was a sharpshooter in the academy.
Really?
She got the sharpshooter badge.
I'm a sharpshooter.
So, are you a sharpshooter too?
Yeah.
Dude, for real. I was like, I shot guns with my dad, like, stop grabbing my torso from behind the gun range for all these old fucking, like, one-armed men.
Yeah.
I was like, let me do this myself. And I was just shooting pretty
That's
wild.
a fun thing to do on the road, go shooting.
Shooting it, that is kind
Yeah.
of fun.
I did that in Phoenix with my buddy Connor Mook, and I had to do that to him. I had to like wrap my arms around him and
Did
like
you
show
really?
him how to shoot a gun.
How good did it feel?
Great. And every time he would shoot, he'd be like, ooh, like he was like scared of the gun.
It was like women's tennis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Getting in a whole shootout, like a gang style
True,
shootout.
yeah.
Serena Williamsing out. It's scary. I think it's a little bit intimidating to have a weapon, life and death in your hands.
Yeah.
I used to have a gun at my disposal. I had one when I rented a house when I was younger. I was living in West Philly, and it was like I needed a gun.
Yeah.
It was just me, and it was like I could have gotten
Totally.
run up on. But it was like I'd look at it, it would be sitting on my dresser, and I'd be like,
I would be
gives
horrified
you
of
the
that
chills.
thing. Yeah. I'd have to
I'm
keep
one of
it
those
in like
guys,
a
if I get near the edge of a high place, I'm kind of like, what if I just jump?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd see a gun and be like, dude, I could fucking shoot myself right now. And I'm like, no.
Like a fit of excitement, you could just shoot yourself.
Yeah, one of those things. It's weird, like that compulsion where you're like, I just got to get closer.
Yeah.
I would see it and be like, dude, I could literally,
Just shoot yourself in the head.
like I could. And just
Yeah.
seeing it right there, I'm like, if something hits that and that flies out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love guns in theory. I love that people have them.
I'm the
Scared of
only
them.
I'm the
Yeah.
only one of my wife's friends, boyfriends and husbands that doesn't have a gun. I'm the pussy. Like
Really?
all of her friends, their husbands have guns, and
Do
I'm
they
the
really?
only one that doesn't have a gun. These are fucking.
It's pretty
real
tough
men.
to get one in New York.
Yeah,
though.
that's my excuse.
Yeah,
but
it's gotta
even
be
if I
your
lived in
excuse.
Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
my bitch ass still isn't gonna have a
Yeah,
gun.
they're tight. They're cool. Exactly. I think they're cool to have. I have guns in my house. My wife's in charge of them.
Yeah.
I don't do any of it.
So intruder breaks in your house. She's the one protecting, or you guys, Mr. and Mrs.
I'm
Smithing?
first wave, so I'm going down like physical barrier. I'm naked and I'm fighting hand to hand.
Yeah, and then she comes in with the reinforcements.
I'm melee. Yeah, I'm hand to hand melee. And
She comes down once you're already in the chokehold and the dude's got the gun to your head, and she has
that's
to
why
take out
having her as a
the.
sharpshooter. If you
Dude.
get held hostage, she could just pick them off.
She can time crisis.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's my plan. I was like, I'll rush.
Yeah.
You get the gat. I'll let you get to the safe. I'll physically subdue the intruder.
I do get what you're saying about the like. Even when I was at the range, the whole time I was like, if I just turned around with this gun, the range guy would just blast me to shreds.
Suicide by
pick
range.
me apart. Yeah. He would fill me
Dude,
with holes.
I used to walk to shooting ranges and just like, I'd go there with my dad and I was like, yeah, this is chill.
Yeah.
Then I was talking to my friend. He's like, yeah, but it's weird because like if one guy freaks out, he can shoot up the whole range. And ever since, I'm always in there now. Like,
Yeah, are you psychos? And there has to be, I mean, that's got to be a little bit of the fantasy of the guys that work the range and everybody else in there. Like, I wish somebody would try and fuck around.
Yeah, I think everyone's picturing like the Chris Kyle fucking.
Right.
Some
someone
dude's
going
gonna
nuts.
charge the range.
that's even bonus points. If it was like Chris Kyle was there, you got to be like, no, and you sniped for the American
Yeah.
sniper.
Yeah, you get to kill a
You
hero.
get in a duel with Chris Kyle.
Well, you get to save the hero.
Or save a hero.
Oh,
save a
yeah.
hero,
You're talking about spy versus spy with Kyle.
Yeah.
That's
That
dangerous.
would-
bro.
I'd like to go shot for shot with Chris Kyle.
You think you could?
That'd be tight.
2 miles?
Easily.
2 miles away? You don't
Put
have
one
steady
right
enough.
between
2
his
miles
teeth.
are behind the barrel. Fucking like,
Yeah. I got 3 shots left.
well, that's the funny thing is I was like real serious about getting a gun. I go through like fits and bursts of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like telling my brother like I'm gonna get a gun. I'm gonna get like a 21 clip chamber. My brother's like, dude,
Banana clip?
oh yeah, something crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
the
I wanted to
titty
hold
mags.
like 12 shots. Or whatever it
Yeah.
is.
The drum.
But he was like, dude, all you need is a 6 shot.
Yeah.
It's like if you were to theoretically get in a shootout, everyone thinks it's like a movie. Like I need like multiple bullets.
Yeah.
You'd fire like 1 shot and then everyone would just run away.
Yeah,
It's not
definitely.
like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. You're just like
Counting.
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Shoots into the
control of
sky
it.
and the guy runs away.
Yeah, it is a fucking...
Counting how many bullets you have left in the mag.
Yeah.
or how many the other guy has.
Reloading.
He only has 2 more shots left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
almost
just
stabbed
He's out, right?
Was
Yeah,
it
6 or 7
Was that a Mossberg? Sounds like a Mossberg.
In Texas, though, you're gonna have to. That's the fucking.
Get the gun.
It's gonna be have to be part of your lifestyle.
I have a shot. Actually, I have a shotgun. I do have a gun. I forgot.
Really?
See, I forgot I had a shotgun.
That's
I
a
have a
weird one
shotgun.
to forget.
It sits in my basement. It sits in my basement.
Really?
My father gave it to me.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, a father can give his son a shotgun, no paperwork,
Really?
Any age.
clean. Yeah. Here's your shot. I'd assume any age.
Dude, my grandfather had like so many guns growing up. And I remember one day my grandparents used to live on Cape Cod. And I remember one day we went over to their house and my grandma was like cleaning the house and she just found like a Colt 45.
Sick.
Not theirs. Just in a
What?
chest wrapped in a towel.
What?
And she was like, yeah, it's just right here. I don't know how it got there. They just had so many guns that they would just like find them around the house.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
He
it was
stashed his
crazy.
boy's murder weapon.
Probably. That's what I'm assuming happened. And then one day they just brought them all to the police station, just dumped them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When did
Should've
they start
sold 'em.
putting serial numbers
Yeah.
on?
Should have sold them to criminals.
I know. I know.
Already a body on this one. We got a 100-year-old body on this gun. This
true.
6-shooter.
It's got the deputy on it, dude.
Yeah. Just an old fucking. I mean, the being able to shoot multiple bullets at a time is truly revolutionary. Like instead of just 2 at a time, having a
Yeah.
slow load a gun.
The gun was probably there from your grandfather in case if your grandmother found his porn, you're supposed to take the Colt.
yeah.
Because finding dead old men's porn is fucking weird.
Oh, definitely.
Like a pinup.
Yeah, you find it doing demolition. You go clean out a house and you
And it's
find
just
old
porn?
men's. Yeah, dude, dudes would hide it in the fucking walls.
That's crazy.
They would like beat off to a picture and be like, no more, and put it in a wall
Yeah.
and plaster over it. Dude, I found porn in walls
That's
multiple
crazy.
times. Like old pictures of like fucking girls being like, let's have some fun with fellas. And
Oh.
like them in their bras and you go
Yeah.
through a sequence of photos. Then at the end, they're like laying in a bed with a dude, and you bust. You're like, fuck.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
Men have always had to stay one step ahead of the women folk with the porn, like with a whitehouse.com or something like that. Like that was just a guy trying to stay a step ahead of the wife, just plausible deniability. He's just trying to search and find out who the president du jour is. You don't know that he's looking up porn. You know, whitehouse.com was like an old porn site.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
No.
Whitehouse.com was like my first porn site that I ever went to.
So you'd be in there, it would be coming up on your history and be like, I love civics. I'm
just studying the government. Whitehouse.com just had fake titty girls with like pearl necklaces, still images.
That's
and
hilarious.
I'd be at like the library in like 95 fucking going to whitehouse.com.
My wife asked me point blank about the road yesterday. She goes, I just got back from Salt Lake. She's like, did you beat off? I said, I beat off a bunch.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do when I go on the road.
I just watched Yellowstone, so I was like, beat off a bunch. Can't lie, man. And she asked me, she was like, what'd you beat off to? And I had to tell her, I was like, women wearing vibrating panties in public. She was just like, dude, she was just like, what? And I was like, believe it or not, that's the best case scenario with that question, lady.
That's actually very tame, man.
You caught me on a good day, man.
That's actually very muted for my taste.
Dude, I logged on.
It's kind of nice. Give it a try.
I logged on to Pornhub and I was in Virginia this weekend, and you gotta fucking
age
log
verified.
in. Yeah.
Nah, Salt Lake is the
I didn't
same
like
thing.
that at
age
all.
verified.
Yeah.
Like type in your account. I was
Yeah.
like, what kind of loser do you think I am?
Yeah. They was trying to make
sign
me
up for this.
sign into Pornhub.
No,
I was like, I don't have a
Louisiana.
fucking sign in on
You have to like submit an
Pornhub.
ID in Louisiana.
That's
What?
crazy.
Yeah, it's strict laws.
it's
down
good.
there.
It's for the best. It almost stopped me in Salt Lake. It almost stopped me from it, and I was like, "What are those?"
Oh, it
what
stopped
are those?
me. I just went straight to Reddit. I was like, fuck that.
See, I know I've never fucked with Reddit.
Reddit's where you gotta be.
No, because I like don't understand. It's like people have fake Reddits
Yeah.
for that specifically.
No, I just have my real Reddit. But I'm not like commenting. Like,
True.
Yeah.
I just
You don't really
I
need
was
a-
on Reddit so much that I
Yeah.
was like, my thing's gonna come up for this, and I just never looked into it. I'm like, this is gonna get connected back to me really
No.
easily.
Unless you're a dude who's commenting on porn, being
Okay,
like,
you're
great
good.
fucking tits.
True.
You're probably good. You don't need to make a burner for that.
Middle Eastern. bro.
Anyone get an ID on this girl?
Yeah, luckily I never did that. I never did the Reddit, but
That is next.
I think
level
I'm
horny.
back off. I think I'm back.
Yeah?
off the nog
Doesn't
again.
sound like you are, dude. It sounds like you're because last time we talked to you, you were clean
I
and
was
sober.
off. I was cleaned. I did 9 months, and then I had it. What happened was I go, maybe this is overdoing it. I got to know. Maybe I can do like and I have done a pretty tame nog life now, where it's like, except when I go on the damn road,
Dude.
Except when I go on the temptation of the road is too strong.
Yeah.
dude.
Dude,
But that doesn't
my
sound that
move
nasty.
used to be I would walk into the hotel.
Immediately.
I would go over to the bathroom and I would take that like metal case off of the tissue paper, and then I would just bring it and put it right. I wasn't even gonna jerk off. I was just like, I know
You're
I'm
making
going
a
to.
plan.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna throw that there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
do
poor
the towel.
housekeeping ladies, dude. They probably know. They probably
Oh,
have your
yeah,
name on like
100%.
a watch list.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just use the towels, and then
Ah,
by
that's
the end of my
crazy.
stay, it's like a complete. It's like a
It's
fossil.
a rock. Yeah.
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 I was like, there's cleaning ladies stepping on that thing like a nail.
Yeah.
It's right through their boot.
Like Legos.
Punctures their fucking New Balances.
Are you reusing the same one, or you're going to?
Yeah.
You're not just go. So you're being judicious and taking care of the environment.
I am.
You're not going to just waste water or whatever.
No, right on that thing. I just use it the whole time, and then I just I try to remember to like roll it up in another towel, for them. So that way they don't.
They
get
know.
They don't. Get
I
the
clean up
crunch.
all my shit before I leave.
Yeah, like your tissues. Tissues are always been so nasty.
They're
I don't-
gross. Yeah. I
It's like
throw
a
them all.
cult-
I'll throw them all in like an empty like Fritos bag.
And burn it. I might start burning cum tissues at the end of my stay. Just having a small fire.
No, dude, that's a nasty.
Just a
ghost.
controlled fire in the bathtub of the Hilton.
Coming into a tissue feels like it's almost too erotic for me.
Yeah.
It's
So
too,
soft.
It's medical play.
Yeah.
It's kind of medical play.
You may as well have surgical gloves on while you're jerking off.
Been there, done that.
So what did you say? It was women with vibrating panties
Yeah.
on in public?
Yeah, just like a lady sitting in like Sbarro, just like, oh.
Dude, there
I'm
was
like, that's it. That's all I need. I'm done.
the door guy at the bouncer, the door guy at the stand told me that they found a box for one of those in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah. So someone during a show was just coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I told my wife. She was like laughing at me. I'm like, don't laugh. I'm buying them for you. You'll be. I'm gonna have the fucking.
Got her like a self-filming like headset, like that biker's hat.
Yeah.
Just let her fucking walk around filming herself at fucking Sbarro. Or
I'll
something.
film. I'll hold the phone. But no, she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that. But
there are a lot of folks just filming themselves, throwing it on the internet on Reddit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd expect to see some of them in the wild at some point, but I've never caught one.
Probably will one day. I mean, that was the weirdest thing about starting working here. You're sitting doing the yak, and then all of a sudden a porn star that you've masturbated to 100 times just walks down the hallway.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, I didn't expect to see that today.
True.
Expect to be bricked up.
When you're jerking off, you're never expecting to ever see that person in real life.
That's best case scenario.
Yeah, and now here you see them once a day. You just see it's like
but then you get the go back home. Now you've seen them in real life. You get to go back home. And watch them again.
Oh
You're
yeah.
like, ah!
Yeah. It's weird when they show up.
I saw her.
I know her.
Except like half of them show up with like a babysitter and their child, and they wait in the lobby, and you're like, that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Or like their handler.
They're pimps there.
IQ is on display. Like you're realizing that they're just being sexual trafficked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, true. That's the thorn in the porn for me, dude. I go, this isn't good.
Yeah, or when you find out that like Mia Khalifa made like $500 over like 17 years of porn.
Did she really?
Didn't she make like $10,000?
No, but now she has to be making like
She's
$40
probably
million
rich now,
a week.
yeah. But I think she made like a shockingly low amount of money.
We had an
kinda
OnlyFans. Damn.
For how long? 5 years? Well, who was paying her bills in the meantime?
She's worth $5 million now. So
Yeah, she's balling out now.
She has to have just been a high end. There has to have been some high end prostituting in that
You think?
scenario.
I mean, she did. We talked about this. She fucked that one dude. Did you see that video when she fucked the fan?
A fan? No.
She fucked a fan.
fucking it, dude.
She fucked a fan.
Really?
It's one of the most uncomfortable. It's like no one watched it and jerked up. People watched it and like howled laughing.
What? Why?
Dude, because the guy's just sitting there in bed, just like, because he's a virgin.
What a beast.
And he's just in like coffin position, and he's
You went
fully
from virgin
soft.
to like famous porn star?
Yeah. He's like fully soft, and she's like stuffing his soft dick inside of her. It's weird. It's hilarious though.
Was his face blurred or just?
No, his face is fully in it. There was a sex doll.
What was her reaction? Did she give him a show?
She was uncomfortable.
Wait, what is this called exactly?
She was like laughing. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, oh yeah, he started by fucking a sex doll, I think.
Oh no.
He probably is dead. I'd be shocked if he was alive still.
That's the problem with the porn hole, dude. It's
Yeah.
like you can use porn, it's fine, but if you fall into a porn hole, you're done. He fell into a porn hole.
You
and
go
ended
through the
up
looking
on
glass,
cam.
and it's bad. You go into
Because that was
Narnia.
before POV was a thing. If he was POV, if POV was still a thing, he'd probably be
True.
fine.
True.
That was back when you'd have
But
like
that's
multiple
the collective
angles.
porn hole.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, enough of it. I need to see the nerd.
Yeah.
I need to see the guy.
You rarely see a dude's ass in porn anymore.
True. You really don't, actually.
Yeah.
Because bad porn angles, like
Yeah.
it was enough.
Yeah.
Like the worst porn angle is down the chute.
Yeah.
Where you're
yeah.
just getting all of the guy's ass in
Yeah.
the back of his ball sack.
The back of
like
his
the,
dick.
the
Yeah, the
tethered
gooch.
part of
Yeah.
his ball sack
Yeah.
where it like comes to a triangle. the
You
loose
don't
piece
see
of
that.
skin.
Yeah, from like
You really
underneath
don't.
his fucking nuts. You're just like, who's down there shooting that?
We've successfully gotten away from that. Of just down the
That would
pipe.
be fun. That would be a fun campaign where it's porn and it's like there's just a cut to like the guy's asshole.
Because it's
Like an
nasty.
extreme close up. Dude, you're like, what am I beating off to a guy's asshole?
We saw Kanye's ass in the
Yeah,
canal.
yeah.
We saw Kanye's whole ass. It looked like John Lennon's ass.
Where?
He got blown
He
in
got
the
blown in
canal.
Europe.
Did you get to see his whole ass?
You
in
see
that?
his ass in it.
I just
yeah.
saw the stuff in the news where it was just like,
Yeah, you see his full
Can we
ass.
get a just so Matt can enjoy
see
this?
Kanye's
Just
full
so
ass?
his
Just
his
look up-
ass cheek
yeah.
of him just getting sucked off in the canal.
I just saw his plumber's crack. Dude, he
Yeah.
got banned from Italy for that.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It's-
He's the only guy who got his dick sucked on a boat in Italy.
Yeah, like you don't think that these handsy Italian guys are getting blown on a boat?
They're all getting blown on boat. He probably saw other people doing it. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
So can you see it?
Kanye
You can,
ass.
there's
You
the
brighten
flap
it
of
up
the
a little
jacket.
That's just his ass crack.
I thought I saw a different. Or
Is that what those?
maybe a different
Is that what those
angle.
coattails on a suit
Yeah.
are for? To, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the flaps and like the tuxedo with tails are for guys with really long cracks. The penguin suit, the guys with just massively long cracks. But I thought that was a perfect.
Oh, so he had like a super long butt crack.
I thought he did. Maybe I'm just being judgmental.
That is like a very old school rapper move, though. Not even old school, maybe just like 10 years ago. It used to be rappers were just getting sucked off like on video like constantly.
Yeah.
Who are you
Ski
thinking
Mask
of?
the Slump God, remember? His first music video was on Pornhub.
Really?
Yeah, it's just him. It's
He's
his
getting
buddy
blown?
just getting fucked. And then he's just sitting there rapping.
Really?
It's kind of
Yeah.
cool. It's kind of hardcore.
Yeah.
But
Kodak Black used to always just be naked on Instagram Live. I guess not old school. It's more like 5 years ago.
It's Freak Bowl.
Yeah.
It's Freak Bowl.
Yeah,
It's a heavy Freak
yeah.
Bowl.
the freak bowls were out there.
It's a heavy Freak Bowl.
Yeah. It is a wild move to just be getting sucked off and being like, the world needs to see this. Let me hop on IG Live real quick.
Yeah.
Instantly, there's just 60,000 people watching.
Did you see? That is pretty tight. Did you see? Who was the guy? Oh man, it was the baby.
Yeah.
The baby
yeah,
had
yeah.
baby mama drama with that lady from where was it? Dominican Republic, and she wouldn't leave his house.
Yes.
But then like he was like, that's not my girl, and then she did the data dump of like, check out our Instagrams.
Yeah.
And like the baby was doing like Instagram live, or they're doing like Instagram stories of them like making out in bed.
Yeah.
It's like a cool thing to do of like,
But he also
of like just snuggling in bed with your girlfriend and making
Yeah.
out on and just taking
Yeah.
like she was like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And he was just like simping so
Yeah,
fucking hard.
yeah.
But he had sex tapes too, though.
Does
He I think it was the same type of thing. He was like fucking on Instagram Live.
Yeah, because
He
he got
had a
when
beautiful
his,
penis.
Yeah, when his dick pics
Really?
got
The baby
leaked, that
had
was a wild day.
It was
A hammer,
beautiful,
Really?
like a fucking forearm.
like a totem pole.
But then you put that out on IG Live, and it's like you kind of let the hoes know what's up.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
it's got to drive the hoes crazy.
Yeah,
They're on IG
yeah.
Live.
and they just see a hammer.
You drop the hammer on IG
Yeah,
Live.
yeah.
It revolutionizes the dick pic. It's like, don't do a dick pic.
No,
Put out like a minor leak sex tape
Yeah.
on your story and let other people disseminate it.
Dude, I feel
It's a
like
great
you're.
idea.
I feel like you're one of the most honest dudes that I know.
Thank you.
The fact that your wife asked you what porno you were watching, you're like, I have to say exactly what. Like,
Had to tell her.
There was no lying involved. Like I feel like there's like pretty much, where I can't think of what you'd be lying about, dude. I can't. If you're going to be honest about that, like there probably are. Are there any things that you fib about? Any things that you're a little bit untruthful about?
I'll fib in the if I get caught in the heat of the moment, I'll fib. But then usually the fib will kind of like
work its way out.
it'll work its way, and I'll be like, yeah, I got to tell you. It feels so much better when you're like, yeah, I'll be honest. And they, but it's like, do men have secrets? Of course, dude.
Of course.
Every man dies.
Some guys
with
are
something.
burying the porno in the walls.
Yeah,
You know
every
what I
man's
mean?
gonna die
Yeah.
with something.
Burying the porno in the walls. You got to, in that moment, you're probably like, no one will ever find this.
Oh yeah, dude.
Ever. This will like outlive society.
You think that's what cave drawings were? Like, dudes, like,
Yeah.
there was like drywall in front of them. They like papered over the wall of the cave just so they could beat off.
Just an eagle head guy with a huge dick, and you're like, that was fucking weird. I should have drawn that.
That level
That
of
beat off to a
guilt.
guy with a snake for a penis wrapping around a fucking eagle lady.
I think some of the early cave drawings were just like, I think big bellied women with, I think big bellies had to have been a thing at the time.
Probably.
Yeah. Also, like, dudes were like radically stoked on dongs back then,
Yeah.
because you were like, this is like the divine rod. Like,
Yeah.
this is life itself.
Yeah.
And you were just
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah. And then they moved into kind of like female worship, which was like, yeah, actually the fact that they give birth is tight too.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was more like art that you would see in a like an art museum or something like that, of just like a woman getting painted naked that was like considered high art, or if it was like a jerk off theater like that Pee Wee Herman went to. Like people were showing up, beating off to the cave drawing and getting out of Dodge.
I think back then it was like a guy was like showing you drawings and being like, this is how everything works. He was like, you shoot jizz, that makes babies. And dudes are like, what? Because that wasn't obvious to people.
Yeah,
Always.
honestly, like you didn't have a sex ed book.
No, I'm assuming even after people were getting pregnant, they were probably like, I don't know how that happened.
Dude, they used to think that there were some societies where they thought that like different dudes would fuck chicks, and then they thought like the baby was like a combination of all those dudes.
Yes.
And it took a while for them to slowly be like, wait a second, this is this guy's kid.
Yeah,
And it kind of changed a lot of stuff.
Dude, when I was in Africa, there were the lions will kill the baby lions unless it's their kid, And so there were these 2 female lions, and one of them was pregnant, and she was just fucking other male lions for like, just so they all thought that the babies were going to be hers, so they wouldn't kill the baby, or their baby rather, so they didn't kill the babies. Like she would have sex with all the lions, even though she was already pregnant, just to protect the babies, because all the lions would think that they were the dad of the baby lions.
Damn, so lions are like, let me smash her, I'll kill the baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It is a wild thing to do.
Or that the women
But it
are
is crazy.
conniving and smart enough,
Yeah.
being like, I need to get this lion pussy out there just to protect the young.
It is. That is insane
Smart.
that they're smart enough to do that.
Yeah, or like
A lot
where
of
did they
humans
learn
aren't
this?
smart enough to do that.
Let me get this pussy out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they got to keep that pussy in there, because then it's like, yeah, dude, now with like 23andMe and all this shit, like you can't fuck around.
No.
Finally, girls have to be honest, dude. You can't fuck around.
Until Jerry Springer, like they couldn't fuck around. Until like the Maury show. Until
And even then, they got a little leeway. They could, put on a good performance. But now it's like, dude, you get 23andMe, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And it won't come until they're like in high school.
Yeah, I just watched that Mayor of Easttown. You guys watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they start doing the DNA testing.
I forget exactly what happened.
But
there.
well, I don't want to spoil it.
But they find out that somebody is
it's someone
the
else's
kid.
baby. Yeah, it's not the kid's baby.
Dude, I just watched the movie Chevalier, and it was about a French dude in the 1700s, and he like banged some guy's wife, and the baby comes out, but he was like a black maestro. He conducted the orchestra. Baby came out black, and they killed it. They like just killed it right away.
Yeah,
Fucking brutal. Yeah, that was the only way that you could find out, I guess, back then, is if a Chevalier, the fucking best, is if a Chevalier fucks your wifey. It was
What's
brutal.
a Chevalier?
He was like the best fencer, like a best composer, best violinist, and so it's like a knight. It was like a title or something like that. He was just like the greatest of all time, and then smashed someone's wifey, and then
Kid came out.
that's all she wrote, dude.
Yeah, and they killed the kid.
It was tough
Did
times.
they knew it was him?
Yeah, because it was like the woman who sang in his opera. It was like his like muse, and then they found out.
Smashing an opera singer is top of the mountain.
Yeah, you think?
For sure.
Why? Because they're like moaning all fucking.
Yeah,
And at the time, it's like it's not over till the fat lady sings, and like the fat lady was like a sign. This is the French Revolution, so like they were all starving. So
Yeah.
being fat is like you have prosperity.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
you're
was
top dog
busty.
if you're fat back then.
Yeah.
It was good to be fat.
If you're the fat lady opera singer,
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
a fat smelly lady.
yeah.
Fat tits. Huge fat opera tits.
They all do have
Braids.
big ass tits, but I don't even think
Yeah.
it's like you don't even think tits. They just have big chests.
True.
Yeah.
Because they
Top of the
were
mountain.
that was like their Instagram filter.
Well, they should do that back in the day. They would take like the hottest chick in the village and be like, all right, sing for everybody.
Yeah.
That's the prima donna. That's what a prima donna is.
Really?
Yeah. It's like it was in Italy. They would take the hottest, like, they're gross, but 16-year-old
Yeah.
of the village and be like, sing about fucking
They probably
God.
still do that in Italy.
I think that now they just grab their ass. Yeah.
Just make
might.
them blow them on the boat.
Well, dude, that's what fucking like Britney Spears pretty much was. Britney Spears
Yeah.
was like a prima donna.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
took
she was.
They started taking young underage girls and being like, no, they're just singing, and they're
Yeah.
just like,
And then
Wear
you
a
like
fucking
realize she
schoolgirl
like can't really sing.
Yeah,
Like
no,
her voice
she's-
like kind of sucks.
Brittany?
Yo, baby, baby. Like that's
Yeah.
not like good singing.
That song
it wasn't
was
the
great.
best. Yeah.
That's not like beautiful singing.
Put it that way. There was, or put it this way. There was definitely something else in the mix with her rise to fame and glory. It
Oh,
was-
yeah.
Well, everyone was like, wow.
It was because she was hot as hell in that
She's
music
blowing me.
video.
It's because she was a hot underage girl. being
How
dressed
old was
up
she in that
sexually.
music video?
She was like 17, 16.
Really?
16, yeah.
16 years old.
Oh, take
Yeah,
that
dude.
back.
I was in the clear back then. I was also 16.
I was 16.
I was like
So,
fucking
You were unborn.
5.
No,
yeah,
you were not even
unborn.
born.
You were in utero.
I remember I used to sing that song on SingStar 2 on PlayStation 2. And I used to be like, something felt weird about me singing it, but I didn't know what it was. I was like very attracted to the video. And then also I was like 5 years old and I was like, oh, baby, baby. And I was like, this feels weird. But I never know. I can never figure out what felt weird about
And it's like
it.
what the song is about. You
Yeah.
never have really, no one's dissected
No,
that.
no.
No one went on Genius and broke down the lyrics. So.
True.
Yeah.
You're probably just creating too much sexual tension in your house.
It was a very sexual
Yeah.
act.
Your dad was probably like, I know that song. He was like, fuck, dude, stop. Stop.
This is a season on the brink right now.
It
could
was
go either
super
way.
strange.
He might have, I mean, I'm not going to talk shit on your dad. I'm saying he might have copped a beat to the video. He might have copped an illegal beat to the video. And then he was like, dude, is this my karmic fucking punishment now? My fucking sons.
My young boy.
I know what you did, father.
No, your dad definitely was young enough that he could have experienced Britney Spears when she was of age and thought that she was a hottie.
You think?
I think so. Because even by like 2001, when she was like in Toxic and shit like that, she was of age.
True.
And then he could still enjoy that.
True. That's actually, your dad would have not. Yeah, he would have found out. Toxic is when Britney would have.
Yeah.
Hit his radar. Yeah. I'm
That's
saying
crazy.
theoretically. I'm not saying that. Although, to be fair, how old's your dad?
50 something.
Dude, so here's the thing too. Like back in even in the early 90s, that like jailbait shit was like at a totally appropriate joke.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the first episode of Californication, David Duchovny has sex with like a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And is like, oh shit. Like, dude, if you watch that first episode, he has sex with like his boss's daughter.
Yeah.
And is like, oh, what a wild night. He just rapes a minor.
I mean, dude, that's like everything. Even like in Dazed and Confused, fucking Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
Yep.
And he's just like 40 years old and he's hanging out with like 15-year-olds at a bar.
Yeah, dude.
In Old School, doesn't that happen too? In like the movie Old School, Luke Wilson like fucks his boss's daughter and she's like, I'm in
Probably.
high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a
17.
funny. Yeah, it was funny. Back
It was
in the
hilarious.
90s, it was like, oh shit.
It was like
jailbait.
an integral part of any comedy. In Animal House, doesn't that happen too? Like
Probably.
I'm pretty sure like that literally a girl is like a 16-year-old, like they like have sex with her at a frat party and then bring her back in like a shopping cart because she's passed out and like ding dong her like father's house
That's
to like
crazy.
leave her there.
There's a whole SNL sketch about Hermione. It's like the top SNL sketch on YouTube, and they're talking about how like it's like the joke is like in the last Harry Potter, Hermione's like this like young innocent girl, and then the next one she has like massive tits. But she's like 14 in the movie, and then the girl that who's the girl that plays her in the sketch?
They're dropping her off
Jesus.
in a.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
Emma Watson.
Yeah, and Emma Watson in the sketch is like 16.
Really?
no,
Oh,
Lindsay
she was in-
Lohan plays it.
Lindsay Lohan plays it,
Yeah.
and she's underage in that sketch too.
in the sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's Hollywood, dude. It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
It really is.
They're making
People
a
think
joke about a
they're
girl
too
with
meta off
underage.
of satire.
Yeah.
With an underage girl.
With an underage girl. Yeah. The whole joke is that she's hot and underage.
So they made this when Lindsay Lohan was 16.
Yeah, it's old. Like this is like I think it was like who was on it? It was like Jason Sudeikis was on it then.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
Rachel Draft.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
is.
those.
Everybody thinks Billy and Spud are crazy, and then you see that Hollywood chick
Yeah.
going on. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
they might be on.
It is a
something,
funny
dude.
sketch though, I will say that.
That is a funny.
Yeah.
Well, it is. It's just funny because that was the thing everyone was steeped in, and now it's like everyone's just getting slammed. All those dudes must be shitting themselves.
Oh yeah.
Like Jonah Hill got crushed. He got crushed for just being like kind of a pussy. Like he was just being like, hey, I
Whiny.
don't. He just was like, I don't like it when you like talk to other guys. Like, obviously, dude, none of us like
Yeah.
that. Don't put that in a text, dude.
He just said it in a really lame way.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I need boundaries
Yeah,
around you,
yeah.
surfing with hot guys.
Yeah.
That shit should be. That's like revenge porn for men. Like you putting out a guy's worst moments in a fight or like a text message or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely been in a fight with my wife and been like, I'm a human too. I'm a person too. Like, I've definitely
But imagine
said,
her
like,
leaking that, to everybody. But then then there was like a 16-year-old, like he tried to kiss me.
Oh
It's like-
really?
When he was doing fucking like super bad or whatever.
Yeah.
So he got slammed on that. But dude, even there was an episode of Punk'd with him and I think Justin Long. I think that was a guy's name, where the whole thing was that they were in a steakhouse with like women who weren't old enough to drink.
Yeah.
And like that was like part of the plot of like, we're gonna
Yeah.
punk him and say like, where are their IDs? And everyone's like, ha ha ha. It was like, what the that was totally fun. Ashton Kutcher was like, this is so funny. Now maybe they were 18, I don't know.
Yeah.
And
But the
Ashton
whole thing
Kutcher
there
has
was
his
young
own
chicks.
shit, dude. He definitely has some other shit
The
going
Kutch.
on.
Does he?
With he wrote the letters for Danny Masterson.
Mhm.
Oh
Mila
yeah,
Kunis,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wrote the
They
letters.
paid like yeah.
And then one of Danny Masterson's victims was like, Ashton, Mila, I know what you guys went through. I know what you did. Like there was definitely some kind of suggestion that he had some skeletons in his closet.
Yeah, because
Colin
how
was
old was
talking-
Mila Kunis
dude,
during
Mila
that
Kunis
70s
was,
show? She was like
sitting on
13.
She was like 14.
Yeah.
She was like on a thing being like, you guys were kept joking about who, like when I was going to sit on your lap or which one of you I was going to kiss first. Nashton was like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But again, it's like, I mean, obviously that's, you hear that now and you're like, that's terrible. But back then it was like they're 18-year-olds making a ton of money on TV.
Yeah.
And they're like, and Mila Kunis, sorry to say it, she was hot. She was objectively hot on that show. Again, I was
we
a
were
kid
the same
watching.
age. We were the same
Exactly.
age.
I was totally locked in. I'm going into childhood consciousness. I remember like, that chick's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
But
So it's
meanwhile,
like-
dude, I thought that a girl who was
It's not right. But we did not know. Now we know.
I thought a girl who was 1 year younger than me in high school was like super young.
Oh yeah.
Like a girl who was like the class below me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she's young as fuck.
Yeah.
In Hollywood, you're like 12 years younger, and it's like pretty close age gap.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know. And when I was in high school, I remember like I thought you had to date someone in your same grade.
Oh yeah.
I just thought it was weird otherwise. And then like I would talk to seniors when I was a sophomore, like, yo, we date freshmen. And I was just like, what?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, dude, it's so easy to get freshman chicks when you're a senior. And I was just like, this is not. And I started watching. It was like seniors would swoop down to sophomore, freshman. You were just like,
This is
fucking
wrong.
bullshit.
What you're
dude.
doing is wrong here.
There was always
I know,
like
I was like, I'm just gonna wait and do that when I was senior. That was in my
Yeah.
head. I was
But
like,
as a
I'm just
freshman, you're like,
I
these
just had to
fucking,
give it up.
they're stealing our women.
They were.
They're
I had to just give it up. I was like,
stealing our best and brightest.
I'm but a boy. I was but a boy. I was just
Yeah.
like, all I can do is watch and admire and take notes.
freshmen are really young. Freshmen in high
Freshmen are
school, they're like children.
Well, now even like I see high schoolers now and they look like just
Yeah.
absolute children.
Dude, I don't think I told you about this. When I was in Denver, we went to a bar one night, and my buddy he's going to DU. He goes to Denver,
Mhm.
and he lives next to this bar. And we went to that bar, and then we like got bored. We got food, and we went to another bar. We went to this other bar, and it's like it's pretty, good story so far, yeah, yeah. But we go into this other bar.
What'd you do before this?
We go into this other bar, and have you guys ever seen the episode of Always Sunny when
No, I do the same thing. I tell stories,
Yeah.
and then I did this, and then I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
These are
I do
crucial
it all-
details.
I do it all the
I was at
time.
this bar, I got bored as fuck.
So we go to this other bar, and we get in, and it's empty. It's like 8:30, and there's like no one really in there. There's like one dude in there, and maybe like a group of people, and they say hi to us, whatever.
I know this is going somewhere, dude. I'm positive this is going somewhere.
Eventually, at like around 10, the bar is packed, like completely packed. And I start looking around, and I'm like, dude, every single person in here is like 16 years old.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then we look around more, and I'm like, dude, I think the bouncer that let us in is like 18. and then some dude comes up to me, and he's like, oh, you're from Barstool. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how old are you guys? And he's like, oh, dude, we're all freshmen. Like, we all just moved here. And they're all like 17, 18. And I was like, yeah, we got to get the fuck out of here now.
Yeah.
It was super
When you're the
uncomfortable.
old man in the situation, making like responsible
Yeah.
You're the elder.
decisions.
It was hilarious, though. I was crying laughing.
This has to be one of your first times being the elder.
I was about
It
to
felt
say, yeah,
weird.
that was the first time.
It felt
yeah.
very weird. It
Yeah.
also made me feel uncomfortable because I was just like, damn, these kids all suck so much.
Yeah.
And that was me like 4 years ago.
Mhm.
And I
That
was
was
like,
you.
they suck.
Yeah.
I wanted to fight all of them because they're
No,
all
you
like,
didn't.
yeah, they're all,
That now you suck.
I know, I did suck. It made me feel like I
That's
sucked.
that's your shadow side. Dude.
Yeah.
You're saying I want to beat these youngsters.
Yeah, there was one kid in
And
there
maybe
who had
help
like
myself
a
to their treasures.
Yeah.
In a beautiful way.
Yeah. There was one kid in there who was like definitely the cool guy of the crew.
Yeah,
And
you
it was
could've fucked him
karaoke
up.
night. And he has he's got a wife beater on with a black like denim jacket and black jeans. And he's doing karaoke on a wireless mic, and he's walking up to girls like singing in their faces.
Oh, he was really
and I was
cool.
like, I want to fucking kill this guy.
Oh, he was the man.
Yeah. But he was the man.
Did you hit a karaoke to try and like upstage
No,
him?
my friend Bo was like, I'm going to do karaoke. And I was like, you're absolutely not doing that. I was like, you're not going up and doing karaoke and singing like a Bob Dylan song while all these like hot children are here.
Listen to Olivia
Yeah.
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
You go up, grab the wireless mic, spin it in your hand like a drumstick. Watch this shit.
Fly me to the moon.
These kids are gonna love this.
My
Little
dad
Sinatra.
knows this song. Yeah, getting your first taste of being like aged out of a
Yeah.
social scenario is
It was really
Feels weird.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's
Feels weird.
harrowing. Yeah, because like it just removes the chance that like when you're young, all of everything is a possibility.
Yeah.
Now you're like too old for
Mhm.
this. You can't have these beautiful freshman ladies anymore.
No, it's also the first year that all of my friends are like supposed to be out of college.
oh yeah.
So I'm like, we have no reason to be here.
Yeah, you're just
There's-
looking at
yeah.
Yeah. I kicked around a college town for very long. So
Yeah.
I got to experience that for just like years and years and years.
Yeah.
And just like I'd be like buzzing around. I'm like, who are all these dressed up, excited people? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, there's a new class of school starting. And you just watch and you go like, yeah, have fun, guys. Have fun.
And it is as soon as you go back to a college, if you're 1 year out or if it's like been 12 years since you've been there, like you're going to be like, these girls are dressed fucking crazy. What the fuck are these girls wearing?
Yeah, true.
This is preposterous.
It's got to break, though. It's got to break at some point.
Yeah, I don't think it can get like to a different level. I think it's just you haven't been in that environment.
Unless you start wearing like body paint or some shit to a bar.
Yeah,
True.
like tape.
Or just tape
a lot of
over
the girls are
Victoria's
going.
Secret.
A lot of the girls are going like old lady jeans now, super baggy. But then like, I mean, I talk about people not wearing bras every fucking podcast. I'm not going to talk about it. But
Do you?
You did talk about it last time you were
I know.
on a podcast.
I was like, can you see their nipples? I'm like, I talked about this last time.
You said it was like a flash grenade.
I'm still not over it.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
It is. It's there. That's thank God for the wintertime.
True.
I wouldn't wear a bra if I was a girl.
True.
I probably should wear a bra now, and I don't wear a bra.
True that. That's the thing too. That's the thing. Like I get it. It's like it is weird that dudes can have their shirts off and girls can't, but also it's not because it's like a showstopper, dude.
Yeah.
It's protecting us.
True.
It's not protecting them.
No.
It
True.
truly is protecting us. We would turn into like chimpanzees. Like,
I bet it feels
Suckling.
good
You'd
as
be
hell
suckling.
taking a bra
We'd be
off.
pigs to a mother pig. Dude.
Yeah.
They get a litter of guys like.
Dude, yeah,
It'll be a saggy generation down the line.
definitely. Gonna be a lot of sag, overwhelming amount of sag.
I mean, they're headed that way anyway.
We need to strike.
You know what I
Sag
mean?
needs to strike.
It's hitting sag.
the true sag.
Sag's
We're,
coming.
we're
Yeah.
striking against sag.
Breaking the picket line of scab.
Oh, I'd break the picket line.
Oh, totally.
I would absolutely break the picket line.
Forcing
For
the-
that.
Let them sag.
Hey guys, let's take a second and talk about Factor. With the busy fall season ahead, and in fact, it's already in swing, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals that are jam-packed with flavor for your jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, you'll eat well, and you'll stay on track with your healthy lifestyle. Adjust your stride this autumn without missing a step. Choose from 34 plus weekly flavor packed, fresh, never frozen meals ready to eat in 2 minutes. And if you're too busy running around all day thinking about lunch, keep your energy up with Lunch to Go, effortless, wholesome meals like grain bowls and salad toppers that are ready to eat when you're on the go. No microwave needed. And you can head to factormeals.com/sun50 and use code sun50 to get 50% off. That's code sun50 at factormeals.com/sun50. Get 50% off. Sounds pretty good, right, Sass?
It is. My Factor is actually arriving now.
Let's go.
Yeah, I got the taco bowls this week.
For
Pretty
real?
Pumped about it. Yeah.
Let's freaking go. Hell yes, get some Factor today.
Alrighty, let's talk about Game Time.
Game Time.
Game Time, the exclusive ticket partner of Barstool Sports, created by fans for fans. Game Time is ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute tickets and deals to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. I use Game Time. I use it all the time. I'm actually going to go to... I don't really know what I'm going to go to. Went to the Bills last week.
I'm going to go to a Paramore concert
Oh, that would be fun.
with
When's that?
some Game Time. Like November, I think.
That'll be fun. Yeah, definitely use the Game Time app for that to get the best deals and the lowest prices. And just get those tickets, and you will not have to worry about anything else because it is a seamless process. The purchase process takes just 2 taps and 10 seconds, and once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone, no printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share the tickets with friends via text so you can get to the game seamlessly. Skip the hassle and enjoy the moment. Download the Game Time app or go to the website, enter your email, and redeem code BOYDAD for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
Hey guys, let's talk about Groove Life. This podcast is sponsored by Groove Life. It's 2023. Are you still using the same belt from 2003?
Better not be.
You better not be. You better not let us catch you with a belt other than a Groove Life belt, because now's the time to update your belt game with Groove Life. The Groove belt has proprietary webbing engineered with just the right amount of stretch, and Groove Life designed the world's baddest buckle that snaps using rare earth neodymium magnets. Ooh, get some neodymium in your belt. You know you're going to enjoy that. They're set in an aluminum alloy. Trust us, your waist is going to thank you. And the buckle includes what they like to call stiff tech. That's a fancy way of saying there's no annoying belt flaps that need to be tucked in. This sounds like an absolutely elite belt. I need some of these in my life. Stat. The groove belt's good for the office, the woods, the backyard, everything in between. Plus, it never needs to be adjusted. Put it on and forget about it.
That's what I really like about my groove belt is how it fits.
Fits, looks good, and it's the neodymium. You go crazy for this neodymium.
I go crazy for it.
It's time to bring your belt game into the 21st century. Head to groovelife.com/sun for 20% off all Groove Life products. It's the best offer you'll have. But you have to use our link, groovelife.com/sun, 20% off your order. One last time, groovelife.com/sun, 20% off your order. Let's get back to the show.
Bill Maher's coming back.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's breaking the picket line.
Someone else did that too. Or like Drew Barrymore.
Really?
I think broke the picket line.
Drew Barrymore.
She was like, we have too many people that rely on this show. Too many people's families.
Well, that was the thing too. Bill Maher's like, dude, I'm basically doing a talk show. All these talk show guys can do podcasts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to do my talk show on HBO.
Yeah.
He's like, and I won't have any written monologue stuff. And everyone's like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. But he's like, well, should I let all these other people lose their livelihoods? Or, it's like, it's a tough, it
affects a lot of people for sure.
It affects a lot of people. And I do think the reality of it is the unions will be busted. But the good news is I think they won't really be needed as much because I think people will start paying better.
You think?
Maybe, or we'll just have to compete with like people from other countries, and
yeah,
we'll all just make like $12.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
I don't know.
It'll all even out. I think that's fair too.
Well, because then it's tough because then you can get edged out by just free content on YouTube. So they're already struggling.
Yeah,
networks are struggling. So
we've had a good run of like if all the nations like all kind of balance out, like it's probably fair, and like we've had a extraordinary run of being the richest and the most powerful for a long time. I think that wouldn't be that you could understand getting those comeuppance.
Yeah.
True, but then it's like, yeah, but we don't know what falls in there. I think the quality of life dips so fucking
hard. It would
hard.
suck, but it'd be fair.
We'd all be stronger.
We definitely would, yeah.
Hard times make strong men or whatever the fuck people talk about.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if it's all propaganda. Everyone's saying like the Chinese dollar, the Chinese India, whatever dollar, they're going to put it together. And then like, I don't have any idea what happens. They're like, then America's going to slip from the number one currency. And I was like, dude, I don't.
But writers have had just like, it is a great lifestyle. To be a writer, get up whenever you want, like fucking just like it's not a strenuous work environment. You're not really working with your hands. Like you've had a good run. Like if Barstool like closed today, like I've had an extraordinary run of like a lot of luck to be able to work somewhere like this. If the other shoe drops, it's like, okay, yeah, that's like how luck works. Like some days it's good luck, some days it's really shitty.
You think that's
luck.
how you would take it?
I mean, that's the reality of it.
That's the truth.
I have a much different reaction.
I have Fallout mentality too. I'm fully ready for Fallout all the time. I'm always ready for everything to fall apart.
Oh, I'm not ready at all.
Dude,
I'm not going back to Cravings like Kingston, Mass.
I've lost it all like 2 or 3 times. After like the second time, you're like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
You said you lost it all multiple times.
All my money, yeah, I lost all my money.
Really?
My whole life has been to get free from the workforce.
Yeah.
That's been my driving. I'm a freedom-oriented individual.
Yeah.
So I just want to be free from the workforce, and I would get free, lose all my money, back to the fucking workforce, and just be like, man, this fucking sucks so bad. Get free of it again, lose all my money. And after a while, you're like, it's pretty cool just to be here.
Yeah, and you're getting to a point of you are pretty free from the workforce right now.
Yeah, you're working free. Dude, I almost have my little wooden sword. I'm a free gladiator. If I get a couple more good years, I think I could. I don't. But then again,
You're probably going to be more free once you move down to Texas.
I think so.
A lot more free.
I think so. But then again, after that, I feel like now I'd be able to re-enter. If shit hits the fan, I could re-enter, like you were saying. Be like, man, that was cool.
Good run.
Have a good run and re-enter the workforce and just, start stepping on shovels again and be like, dude, I had it good for a while.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Got some money in the bank,
I could also see you becoming a blue-collar hobbyist if you get a ton of money and just like going like Jimmy Carter mode, like Habitat for Humanity and just building houses or just some shit just because it's healthy for you.
That would be good. I'm not that good though. Like in terms of like measuring shit and building straight structures, I'm not good at all.
No.
But I could get in there and maybe do some HR.
A little demo.
Demo I can do. Demos. But yeah, I think about that all the time. I want to get a place and start just building like stone structures on it.
That's what that dude from Trailer Park Boys did.
Really?
Yeah, the Mr. Leahy. You ever watch his old YouTube videos? You ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
I did, yeah.
Mr. Leahy used to just build shit with stone all the
Really?
time. Yeah, he would build like
Oh,
massive
I did see
walls
that. And he
shit.
built like was
He
that the
built, like,
video
a
of him
pool.
on like a
Yeah,
sea? He was
yeah.
like at the sea building like a
Yeah,
on the
he
edge
would
of where
do a
the sea
ton
came
of
in.
cool shit. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Bill, what kind of stuff? Like what?
He like built like wall. He built like a massive like pool, just like by hand, like a natural pool.
Like a outdoorsman, like
Yeah.
a dooms, like a prepper type of thing.
He
or
would just do
like,
it. No, just
No,
like
like
for
as a
love of
fun.
the
hobby.
game. Love of the game.
He had like a massive house on the water, and he would like make massive walkways and stairs and shit. It was cool.
He started stone and everything. It's pretty tight.
He built like a theater, like a mini theater.
That must be awesome for that to be the kind of thing that satisfies you.
Yeah.
That's what gets through your head, like more so than like scrolling TikTok or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Like that's what I want to do with my like 3 hours of free time at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
being like, I
Just-
can't wait to get home and just fucking mix cement and collect
move
rocks.
stones.
Yeah.
Not too thick, not too watery.
Yeah.
It's the even, beautiful
Yeah.
blend of cement.
I think you would enjoy it more than scrolling TikTok, but it's like I tried this in my backyard. I was like, I'm gonna lay natural stone and make like a little natural patio, and it was just like it ended up dudes had to come do it for me. They just like dug up my 5 stupid rocks. I got these big ass fucking rocks that I carried like from the woods. I put them in my car,
Yeah.
dug them out, and it was like a Roman road. I
Yeah.
was like, it wasn't perfect.
And they
It
just took
came-
them out us instantly.
I told my wife, I was like, I got it. I'm gonna transform. We have
Yeah.
a backyard literally smaller than this room.
Yeah.
It was so small, and I was like, I got this.
We're gonna
Yeah.
turn it into the Appian way.
I thought, yeah, dude. I was like, I'm gonna make a nice Roman road, and it was like, I was away, and she was like, hey, I'm gonna have guys come fix it.
Yeah.
just
So
do
did
that.
they have to come and see your failed handiwork?
Yeah, they saw it. I was taking pictures. My cousin does hardscape, and I'm like, yo, check it out. And I could tell. So I thought he was gonna be like, dude, like, do you want to come on board?
Yeah.
And he was just like, cool, man. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Have you ever been
Yeah.
on the Reddit, the r/decks?
Mm-mm.
It's just these dudes who post the decks that they build,
Really?
and they love shitting on dudes who make a shitty deck. There was one dude posted the other day, and he was like, went to my neighbor's cookout, won't even stand on this deck. That thing is.
What a slam, dude.
It's like a dude like secretly taking a photo of his neighbor's deck, and he's like, this thing is going down in seconds. He's like 2-inch plywood, not a chance this holds up if I get on it.
Built
And all
on
the
cinder
all the
blocks.
comments are like, good on you, dude.
Get the
Stand
fuck
your
off that
ground.
thing.
Fuck
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
Go in there
They
and,
do claps.
Yeah.
yeah, people get hurt.
You
Yeah.
got it, dude. It's like a moral thing to upkeep your deck.
Oh yeah.
Our decking in college was like they had to like shorten the deck because it was so dangerous. It was
Yeah.
our landlord had to come in one summer and like shorten the deck because it was literally up on cinder blocks. They would have roasted us in the fucking
Yeah,
Reddit.
would've
You got crushing
flamed
our
you
deck.
guys.
How do you
Thank
feel about
God.
Trex?
What?
How do you feel about Trex stacking?
Trex stacking?
Trex stack. It's like that fake. It's like the composite material. It's like plastic.
Oh, I have no idea.
Zero maintenance though.
Yeah.
But it
I
gets
feel like
hot as
it's-
hell in the summer.
Oh, does it?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Talking deck. I'm gonna talk
Yeah,
decking
no,
materials.
I'm not a big deck guy.
Oh,
I don't.
So you're saying a deck purist is going to go with a nice wood, just like
Yeah,
a,
of course. Yeah.
wood that they seal coat 8 times themselves just to make
Well,
sure.
it all depends what you want. If you're near like Marina Life, Trex is actually a pretty solid
Makes
option.
sense. Yeah,
Because
keep it
that wood
clean.
could rot. That would imagine that wood
That's
rotting.
what I'm saying.
And that's the last thing I want to deal with midsummer, rotting
Upkeep.
wood.
No, you
Yeah.
gotta put the upkeep.
Jesus Christ.
I picked a nice Ipe. We did an Ipe for we did a roof deck, and Ipe is like a Brazilian hardwood that's famous for it doesn't need any treatment.
Yeah.
Just grazed.
What was the
It's
price
natural.
point
Cleans
on that
itself.
thing? Pretty expensive?
per square foot. It's pretty expensive square foot, but again, you're thinking maintenance.
Wasn't
gotta
there just like a wood shortage or some shit like that? Wasn't
yeah,
like
dude,
all
it
the
was
wood
expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Timber's been like crazy lately.
How
We
is
did
it?
an addition
'Cause people
right
don't wanna
during
work
the wood
anymore.
shortage, and the lumber fucking crushed us.
Yeah. The lumberjacks are striking.
It might be.
Yeah.
How is that possible if there's more trees than there are stars in the sky? How is there a wood shortage?
Supply chain issues.
Yeah, it's got to be
Still
supply
don't
chain.
know what that
You're
is.
right.
Supply chain issues.
You're fucking right.
See, the way it works is there's trucks, and then there's bigger trucks,
Yeah.
and then there's like
There's
airplanes,
planes,
and
and
something got
boats.
confused.
Yeah.
The chain got confused.
Yeah.
Some guy with like a phone linked up to like a
Somali
FedEx
pirates
account.
probably took over a boat
Yeah,
that had all of
exactly.
our wood,
It's like
had all of our timber.
there's an interplay of like Chinese slaves and trucks, and like somewhere that got mixed up, and now wood's more expensive, and we need fucking presidents to fix it.
I don't
Yeah.
understand how some areas are like you go to West Virginia and one of the biggest industries is lumberjacks and logging and stuff, but there's trees everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not like there's just trees in West Virginia. It's not like they're the only places that have forests.
Depends on the kind of wood, though.
Mm.
So, pine is like the most used. That's like what they frame houses out with.
That's
Oh, really?
standard. That's industry standard.
Yeah, pine. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm gonna get crushed.
idea.
I'm pretty sure pine 2x4s are all pine.
Are they?
Yeah.
So that's the land of the pines.
Yeah, but there's the thing is you got to plant again. If you're cutting timber, you got to plant, and it takes forever. You got to let the trees.
Wait, so there
Yeah.
you go. When the in like heading on south to the land of the pines, that's like a song about going to West Virginia and shit like that.
Chopping,
and
yeah.
that's where the land of the pines are. So that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Damn, we just
2x4s of Douglas fir.
Douglas
Douglas
fir?
fir?
Yeah.
Is that a type of pine?
No, it's a fir. It's a fir.
Come on.
Fuck, dude.
I think plywood's pine. Fuck!
Idiot.
I could be wrong.
We could also cut this.
We bleep out this.
That would be very funny. But seriously, guys, I have a lot at stake. Cut that.
They get fucking
The
roasted.
blue collar community is going to be pissed at me.
They are. They always get sassed. The
Yeah.
blue collar community always cracks down when you don't know exactly what the fuck you're talking
because I talked about farms one episode, and they did
Oh,
not.
dude.
They were like, "This guy does not know shit."
I think you said like cows have like a see-through window, like
Yeah.
like the Macy's like
No,
Christmas
I said that
display
there's
you
cows
can,
have
like, go
holes
up-
in them, and they some of them do. But I guess I had the reasoning wrong as to why they have the holes in them.
And
But
you're
there
not
was
talking-
dudes hitting me up literally with like their profile picture would be a cow,
I'm like, fuck you.
and they'd be like, "You don't know shit about cows."
Cows were hitting
Yeah.
you up. There were cow
Yeah.
cows that were like,
oh,
fuck
you watch like Food Inc. And you're
Yeah,
like,
that's
they're hooked
exactly
up
what
to
happened.
machines. You're like, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
That's exactly what happened.
Damn.
Yeah, they'll get you. Those guys will get you.
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
also it's fun when someone talks about like if you're watching a show and you're like a cop, you're like, that's not how that fucking shit works. Also, I'm pretty sure it's pine, dude.
Yeah. Fuck them, dude.
Douglas fir does sound right, but I think plywood might be pine. One of them's pine and it's a soft wood, so it's cheap.
Even the
But
fact that we're even having this conversation is a nod to the lumberjacks out there.
For sure.
Like we're trying to put it into the realm, and we're trying to learn. We're trying to educate ourselves.
Lumberjacks, carps.
Dude, r/dex has 63,000 members.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking huge.
Let me see if I can find this post. I bet it's the top one.
Carp's got a good union.
Oh
They
yeah,
got
it's
good
literally a
strong union.
video of his neighbors. It's literally a video of all of
He's
his
taking
neighbors
it quietly.
dancing on the deck. And he
Oh,
goes,
no.
it says, my neighbors built a deck for their wedding. Wife wanted to know why I wouldn't go dance on it. Am I the asshole? And then he goes, 2x6s on 24 span with 24-inch spacing with Home Depot pre-poured footings. ...
That's a beautiful sentence.
And then the top comment is, if I walked up to have a closer look, my added 300 pounds would take it down. I'll just watch. Thanks.
I like that it's fat boys too. That is 300-pounders.
Just a dude, just a stubborn dude at a wedding. Everyone's dancing, is just in the corner, and he's like, they have no idea. They
True.
have no idea what's about to go down. Also, the fact his neighbors probably saw the video, right?
It depends if they're on Reddit.
It's
or not.
top post of this year on r/dex.
That would be a tough.
Yeah.
That'd be a tough exchange. You have to knock up and be like, not very neighborly of you.
Yeah.
I saw what you posted online about us, brother. That was the happiest day of my life, and you ruined it.
I mean, if the neighbor built a deck, there's a good chance he's been on r/dex.
True.
Building a deck is
He's probably in the comments like, what the fuck?
that's such an undertaking.
I know.
That's not just building a walkway in your backyard. Like
No.
if you fall off a deck, no matter how high it is, that could be treacherous.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
People's lives are at stake when you're building a whole fucking deck.
Gotta have your spindle game on deck. Do you have your spindle game tight? I did when we were looking at
The
houses
fuck
around.
is a spindle?
It's
Are you gonna
the-
build
and,
a deck out in
There's like a
Austin?
railing thing. Those little poles that kind of like
Oh,
hold up
yeah,
a railing.
yeah.
Spindle.
One
So, yeah,
time I was down
Could
the.
use lattice, but no. Fuck Douglas first.
You're digging yourself out, just dropping
Yeah.
more knowledge. Just like, I know this, I know shit. It was we were down the Jersey Shore, and like it was like probably like it was off season, and we were having a frisbee toss in the street, and the frisbee like careened onto somebody's deck, and like
slide through.
I had to like climb up onto their deck to try and get this frisbee. And as I was getting off, it was like a wood that was tempered by, or it was like ruined by the rain, and it just like fucking collapsed, and I like fell off of this fucking second floor Jersey deck.
Ooh.
Jesus, just completely ruined their shit, and had to, I mean, just run away and not tell anybody.
Yeah.
That's on them too for lack of maintenance.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I should have sued them.
Yeah.
honestly, like
Could've.
they hurt me.
I would have.
I just ripped.
That would have been on r/dex immediately.
Oh yeah.
We'll get a load of this asshole.
Dude, I'm getting to the age where it does kind of bother me if I see like things kind of people letting their houses go. I'm like, God damn it,
fucking lawn.
Dude, I get pissed. We rented an Airbnb and the fucking like pool was green and like their blinds were all fucked up, and I was like, how the fuck? Just get your fucking fix the. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm definitely becoming my dad. Like, fix the fucking what the hell are you doing?
Are you gonna have to do all that shit? Did you get like a house out in Austin?
We got a house, yeah.
So you're gonna have to do a lot of maintenance.
No, not really. I mean, it's pretty much done. And I've definitely got to the point now where I've fully realized my technical capabilities painting a room and replacing an outlet. So for anything else, I go, no, call someone and have them do it.
Yeah.
Wait, replacing an outlet that's kind of nice.
It's not bad.
Little electrician.
I'll take it. And I work hot too. I won't shut it off at the panel. So I'll keep it hot.
You live dangerous.
I'll keep it hot as long as I have my tester with me. Fucking test it out. But yeah, I work hot.
That scares me for you, brother.
I mean, 120. You're talking 120.
Yeah.
Oh, so just a little like Home Alone.
You can get hung up. People do get hung up on 120. Don't get it twisted, but.
People perish on 120.
Some people perish on 120.
Yeah, I mean it could be, but it could be the secret to superpowers too.
True.
Could turn into like the fastest man alive.
You get zapped. Well, you can get zapped all you want, but some people, if you get zapped and you can't get off, that's when you get hung up. So a kid can get hung up on 120.
Yeah.
I personally can counter 220.
Yeah.
At a commercial
you just ate it?
I had the insulated snips, so I was all right.
I
fucking blew my snips out of my hands.
Damn.
Yeah, it's scary as fuck.
Kickback.
I was in like a
220 will do that to you.
220 will not. 220
will fuck you in the ass.
220 hurts, dude. 220 hurts. It's too much. So like if you open the ceiling, there'd be metal wires pretty much, and theirs usually are 220.
Yeah.
If you cut those, dude, they fuck you
up.
What did it feel like?
Luckily I had the insulated snippers, so it just blew them out of but it literally, like, imagine cutting a thing and it took my snippers, it blew a hole in the metal and just sent them fucking flying.
Oh my God.
And then I knocked the power out of this commercial building, and there was a plastic surgeon below us.
Ooh.
And so they lost power in like the midst.
In the middle of a BBL? In the middle of a titty job?
That's fucked.
Had them titties open.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then my boss was like, don't tell anyone about it. And we had to be like, I don't know what the fuck
happened to us. You guys get that? Can you guys also not do plastic surgery? But even remember the lighters, like the trick lighters that you press down on and like
those
the fuck out of you? Those hurt badly.
Yeah, dude. Did you ever lick a 9-volt?
No.
Dude,
never got around to it.
Find out.
Never got around to that.
Dude, do you have older brothers?
No.
See, I had older brothers, and they'd be like, "Here, lick this battery," and you're like, "Yeah, like don't be a pussy," and you put your tongue on it, like.
It shocks you.
Yeah,
I think it's probably akin to those trick lighters.
Those are fun and they're fun to fuck around with, but I can't. I don't even know how. Is that electricity that's sending through you, or what is it that it's sending?
Is it?
Through?
I thought it was just a vibration.
It's probably 9-volt hitting you. No, it's probably giving you a zap.
Yeah.
9-volt zap. Yeah.
Sounds like a 9-volt.
I'm telling you, did you ever lick a 9-volt battery, dude? You'll get a taste.
It's definitely not a 220. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, dude, please.
Could be a 120 max.
I would have interceded if people are handing out 220 trick lighters. I'm like, guys, what the hell are we doing? I'd have them stand on a rubber mat.
The pen was always a bad one.
Ground yourself.
I remember I asked a dude for a pen in class once.
He zapped you,
and I did it, and I was like, I think I probably just caused a fucking scene.
The fuck, dude?
Something's wrong with this pen.
Dude, I was food shopping in Salt Lake, and I think. I thought I was getting static shock.
Yeah.
But I think they had like a mechanism for like if it goes too far away from the parking lot, it cuts off.
Yeah.
But there was something loose on it because I would like tap the inside of like the handle in the shopping cart. I got shocked like 5 times.
Dude, that used to happen to me on the treadmill at the gym every time, to the point that I thought it was like me. I was like, is there like an electric charge running through my body?
There is, by the way.
Yeah.
Subtle electric charge.
How many volts?
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah.
There's people who have claimed to have mapped out like the voltage of your thoughts.
Really?
Like yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
but every time I would touch it, it would zap me, and I would be like going to turn it off, and I'd be like so slowly approaching it, and then it would zap me, and I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
When you get struck by lightning, you're more likely to get struck by lightning again, which must mean that there's like
you got a charge in
added electricity to you or something like that. You have to have
jumper
some
cables.
That would explain your hair.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I'm telling you, I people hate when I talk about electrical stuff in the body because I claim to have. I have some wacky electrical shit going on.
Yeah?
Really?
Dude, all my electronics get fucked up all the time. Dude, every time I go to the fucking bank, they're like, "Oh, our computer's having an issue," and I always tell them, "I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Not surprised.
It might be me. It might be me." And they always laugh. Dude, every phone I have, every electrical thing I have, it just is weird. Dude.
You should be. If you weren't such an honest guy, you could be using this for evil and
you're like
robbing banks.
Yeah.
True.
Like shutting down like someone's ADT, shutting down someone's ring light just by touching it and walking in. You have a superpower. If
Like
you could
Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like the fourth hero in fucking Split.
True. I could be using this. Dude, all my electronics are fried all the time. I always have issues with shit.
Just because you're charged up.
I don't know what it is, dude. I do know if I walk past like the towers, like there's electrical towers, it fucks with my heartbeat, dude. I don't like it. It's not like in a good way. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. I went one time, dude. I rescued a turtle. I had this turtle I found, and I was bringing it to a pond.
Yeah.
I found it at work, bringing it to the pond, but I was in Jersey and had to walk through the woods, and I ended up at like, those big like electrical. They looked like almost looked like a headless person.
Yeah.
It's like a little thing, like the big heavy duty electrical. I had to walk underneath those things, and I felt. Dude, I could feel
those feel weird.
Dude, you feel fucking crazy.
Yeah. When I was fly fishing in Colorado, we were walking back and we had to pass like 10 of those. And all of our rods, the reels were just vibrating like crazy.
Yeah, dude. They let off a thing and you really feel it.
Yeah.
Doesn't a defibrillator, is there electricity in that?
Yeah, man. That's what gets the heart
your heart?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
It is weird. We're kind of like car batteries. You can just fucking be like,
yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Just hook up jumper cables to your nipples and get going.
Oh, yeah.
That is fucking
Just give you a shock.
It is wild, dude. We're fucking electric beings.
I know.
That's pretty tight. I like to think about that all the time. Electric, water.
Yeah, we are just the things that we're watching. Plasma, like we're plasma, and like that's what the TV screens are made out of.
Damn.
We're just a radio shack.
Well, dude, that's my argument. When I would talk about the potentially, celestial bodies like the sun and all this stuff having some form of consciousness, it's like, if you're a materialist kind of scientist guy, you're like, you say human consciousness is nothing more than just like, like sparks and minerals in your brain. It's a byproduct of a physical thing, which is you. But then it's like, so you're telling me all of the electricity, water, and all the shit in the cosmos can't produce a super consciousness at scale?
Totally.
So why not?
I'm at the point where I definitely know the plants. I'm always like tactile with the plants that I have in my house. I like zhuzh them.
Because they have feelings?
Yeah.
Or they have thoughts?
They have something. I mean, they
like to be touched, they say.
Well, they can say consciousness is just an organism's ability to respond to a stimulus. So, like, yeah, plants will respond. If you, like, change a light, they're like,
yeah.
It's not obviously as in-depth as human consciousness, but it's something.
That was, like, one of the first Barstool crossovers with your guys' podcast. I was on the Yak one day. I was like, I heard on the podcast that the sun has, like, a brain.
Well, that's it's like, it does make sense, though, because it's like, if you're like, that's what they say, like human consciousness is now. If you're like a hardcore scientist, you're like, it's just a byproduct of it's like an illusion. It's the byproduct of the physical mechanisms of your brain and your body interacting with like visual stimuli. It's like, all right, so if it's just stuff basically creating consciousness, physical processes, like the universe abounds in physical processes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why couldn't the universe be connected in some other form of transcendent consciousness, a la God?
Let's fucking go, dude. Talk that shit. That's why we have you on here, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
You're giving the people exactly what they asked for.
We need it, dude. We're in a dark period right now.
Yeah?
And people need to reconceptualize their place in the cosmos.
The
physical cosmos isn't it, dude.
Yeah.
Screaming into a void.
Someone tried to tell me, I went to the Museum of Natural History this weekend.
Nice.
And someone tried to tell me that that we know as much about the ocean as we do space. And I was like, I don't think that's true.
Well, I think it's very little, they're saying, though.
Yeah, but I think space is a lot bigger than the ocean.
It is, but the depths, I think what they're saying is
how deep it goes.
Deep ocean shit that you can't get down there.
Yeah.
Just the water pressure just crushes everything.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah, they don't have any fucking clue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess so. I mean, dude, they're heavy in space, though.
Yeah, but it's so big.
I mean, it's infinite.
It's infinite.
What's the edge?
In the Museum of Natural History, they have that, like, walkway, this like spiral walkway, and it's supposed to represent like the beginning of time, and you're walking around for like 5 levels, and then there's like a 2 feet of like what humans have been alive for. Like there's just so much more in this representation of everything else that's happened before. It's sweet. You go to a fucking natural history museum, you come back with some shit to talk about on a podcast, dude. You learn some shit. I know you learned some shit in there.
I saw that. I looked at that. The meteor shit is pretty crazy.
Natural history. I'm not a big museum guy, but I will fuck with natural history.
I wanted to go to the air and space one, but it was fucking slammed. Couldn't get in.
True.
Yeah.
Bouncer was like, "Nah, dog,
yeah.
get the fuck out of here."
You know anybody in here?
Yeah. That was a bummer. So we went to the natural history.
I know DeGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. I wanted to see the Great White, but the Great White wasn't there.
But you know what's fucked up? The universe has to be infinite.
Yeah.
Because if there was a border, it would have to be stopped. And
Yeah.
if it's stopped, it's like there's got to be something to contain the part that stops. So it can't stop.
Yeah, there's no walls.
Yeah, it's trippy. I don't like to think about it.
It makes it's more like a dream.
Yeah.
When you
it's
think
fucked
about
up.
it as a little boy, it's the most scary thing that you could think
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
I remember thinking about it as a child, and I definitely like had a breakdown.
Oh yeah.
I got fucked up on the fact that I was an animal. When I was like 18, it hit me that I was an animal, and I was just like, fuck, dude. And
Yeah.
I was on like a lot of weed edibles.
Yeah.
And I had to like sit there over the course of a night. My friends went out, and I was like, I'm gonna stay home. And I laid in like my friend's bed while they were out. Just processed the fact that I was an animal.
Yeah, I had one of
For like
those.
6 hours. It was terrible.
That happened to me. I was probably like 16, and I was playing video games with my friends, and it was like 4 a.m. and we were just like, what is it, dude? What is this? We were like, just like, I remember like looking at like transparent images online. I'd be like, what is nothing?
Nothing got me,
Just
and forever
so
is what got
tired.
me as a kid.
Yeah.
It was like, wait, so when I go to heaven, then that just lasts for forever?
Yeah.
Like, that's way scarier than something being finite.
Yeah.
Just like for forever.
Well, it's outside the stream of time.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People think of it like it's time forever, but it's like, no, you're outside of the stream of time.
Yeah.
There's no time.
Yeah.
It's
Just,
eternity.
have you ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Mm.
It's that's
I gotta check it out.
a wild movie. But like
Really?
the last 15 minutes of it are him just like basically getting sucked into an ultralight beam and just like going through all of time and like all of light, all of space.
That's awesome.
It's definitely up your alley.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Definitely would enjoy it.
Sounds like Interstellar.
Kind of.
He gets trapped.
Yeah, he gets trapped in.
Motherfucker gets trapped.
Yeah.
Fucks around, gets trapped in fucking wallpaper.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Knocking over books.
Dude, that's still. I think about that constantly.
Yeah.
That dude is trapped in fucking.
I wonder if there's the
wallpaper.
porno back there behind the
Oh yeah,
wallpaper.
definitely.
He's
Yeah.
just
He's
beating
like,
you
wait,
up.
this is
Yeah.
awesome. Wait, this is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
All the porno of all the time is behind there. Wait, this rules. Well, dude, we know you got to go fucking bang out.
What time is
We're
it?
12:08.
Oh shit! Yeah,
we got to
fuck.
get you over to fucking record Matt and Shane.
MSSP.
Dude, good luck on the move.
Thanks, man.
Everybody, please, dude, your special was fire. Your
Yeah,
special was fucking
I haven't
crack.
seen you since then.
I'm excited to do another one because I did that and I was like, I didn't know how those things worked at all.
Yeah.
Like the first 7 minutes of that were not ready. As I was recording it, I was realizing like these weren't really finished jokes.
No, but you're coming at it as like
People love it.
Yeah, you're coming at it as
Surprised.
like such a honed comedian. Like as somebody who's not a comedian, who's just like a consumer of it. It was awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I
it was
appreciate
great.
it.
It just
I'm
was very enjoyable.
working on the next one now. Now I'm like, all right, now I know I don't have to, I filmed like 6 shows. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't have to do that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was just a problem.
That was hilarious.
Such
Yeah.
a dumbass. Well, I was like,
I just
fuck
remember
it, I'm
seeing the
doing
Philly Helium and it was like 6 shows sold out. I was like, damn.
filming all of them. Yes, you don't even. Yeah, don't
Did you
have-
just end up using a majority of one of the shows?
Yeah, I used like 2 back.
Yeah.
two or three maybe.
Yeah.
But it creates too much because then you go, okay, that was all right, but what about this one?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know which is which.
Did
Too
you
much.
watch all 6 of them to edit it, or just
No,
had
I like
somebody?
focused on 2. I had an editor.
Got it. Yeah, that would
He
have been
did great.
crazy.
He did a fantastic. He was actually phenomenal. He did a really.
How
good
long
job.
is the runway for having a second one? Or
I'm
you-
shooting for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a new.
You have a new
doing
hour?
I'm doing all new jokes on an all new hour. So
That's awesome.
people come out to shows and they're like, I can't believe you did new stuff. It's like, what am I gonna do? The same shit? You
Yeah.
guys just saw on YouTube. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would
So
be
right
nuts.
now I have a shaky.
Yeah.
Like 55. It's going well right now.
It's
but
fun
like,
though.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Dude, doing new stuff.
Yeah,
So I have a new 55. So it's
That's awesome.
I'm twerking it, but
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Go see this dude.
Yeah, go see
watch
Matt on
his
the road.
special. You're gonna fucking love it.
thank you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, go
Thank
see
you.
me on the road as well.
It's a sass man.
Yeah, go see Sass for
Thank
sure.
you. All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was fun. That was so fun.
Oh.